Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon, everybody. Not quite awake. Yeah, happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. We got some snow. Looks like it's going to be cold this week. Hello, Ember. Good to see you. No, not quite. That's all right. It isn't that I'm not awake. It's just that I don't feel like using my brain today. I really don't. But I did figure some things out, and that's all right. It's all right. Today we're going to be talking about responsibility statement. I'm going to be doing a little bit of reading out of Language of the Heart. And name of the article is called Responsibility is Our Theme. Give you a little bit of history on AA. The responsibility statement was made at the First World Conference. It was created at the First World Conference. And what it's about is getting along with the professionals. Okay. So for the most part, we are not the professionals. We're not. Some of us go on to be professionals. I was a drug and alcohol counselor at one point. Back when I was 20, in my 20s. I had my CAC. Now they call it a CAS. But so I was a certified drug and alcohol counselor at age 20. I gotta check this. I guess that starts. Well, that's when I wake up now. Let's go ahead and do introductions and kind of get started. I'm chairing the 3:00 meeting today. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. And I have a sponsor at 2:00. So, yeah, I'm going to have to cut it short with them a little bit. Responsibility is our theme. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages long. I ain't reading all of it. So we're going to skim it. And hopefully we'll catch some things because I haven't read this. Responsibility is our theme. July 1965. Marking AA's 13th year, we shall in this month of July 1965 hold our international convention at Toronto. It is most fitting that the chosen keynote for this gala occasion will be AA's responsibility. We shall review the 3 decades of AA life that are now history. Stirred by gratitude beyond expression, we shall give thanks to God, whose grace has made it possible for us to achieve the quality of responsibility, individual and collective, that has brought our fellowship into its present state of well-being and worldwide reach. Looking back through the years, we shall be unable to conceive more than a mere fraction of what God has wrought among us. None of us will be able to imagine the sum of the suffering that was once ours, or the misery born of those near and dear, who we really understand the inner nature of our transforming experience, those gifts of God that opened us to a new world of being and doing and living. Indeed, our blessings have been quite beyond any normal comprehension. At our international gathering, we shall look into new faces. Mean boss. No, you're just a Virgo who wants shit done and they ain't listening. Many afar. Virgos are leaders, man. We ain't gonna ask you to do something that we're not doing ourselves, trust me. So if they can't handle the fucking heat, get out of the fucking kitchen, man. Alright, that's sales for you. Down small, motherfuckers. It's too quiet in this room. Yeah. You're not mean. You bring me in. I'll come yell at him for a little bit and I'll make you look good. Many from afar will be heard to speak in other tongues. We shall see that the sun never sets upon fellowships. We shall see that the sun never sets upon AA fellowships. That 350,000 of us have now recovered from our malady. That we have everywhere begun to transcend these formidable barriers of race, creed, and nationality. This assurance that so many of us have been able to meet our responsibilities for sobriety and for growth and effectiveness in the troubled world where we live will surely fill us with the deepest joys and satisfaction. But as people who have nearly always learned the hard way, we shall certainly not congratulate ourselves. We shall perceive these assets to be God's gift, which we shall be in part matched by an increased willingness on our part to find and do his will for us. All right. I'm going to put this away. This is boring as fuck. All right. Let's just get to what our responsibility is here. All right. Number one, if you're being paid to 12th step, you're not in recovery. We're going to start there. All right. A responsibility. You do not get paid for a responsibility in AA. Payment has already been received. You are sober. Okay. Here's the thing. I owe. Just because I did my 4th and 5th step, just because forgiveness and justice happen, does not render me white as snow. I did not receive a clean slate. I still need to take responsibility for all of my actions, for everything that I do. All right? Now, if you do not feel responsible, if AA and God, okay, or anything else has saved your life and you do not feel responsible, I'm going to ask you something. Please remove yourself. I don't want you. I want you. I love you. But if you don't feel responsible for the mess that you fucking helped create out there, yes, you helped do that. Even if it was minimally, you still did it. You still fucked up your community. You wasted the time of police officers. You wasted the time of your community service people when you should have gone to your fucking meetings, right? Come on. We owe. And if you don't feel that way, please find the door. There are going to be things that come along to divert you from your primary purpose. My primary purpose is to ruin drinking careers. That is my primary purpose, to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. Okay? I help them to achieve sobriety. God helps them recover. Then that person finds a relationship with God. That's my job. John, this is God. God, this is John. That's my job. I introduce people to God. Or, let's put it a different way, I introduce people to their higher power. Why? I can do that. I can meet those people where they are at. Okay, now the responsibility statement comes down to professionals. You are not a professional. Okay? 60 hours of training does not make you a professional. It makes you dangerous. Dangerous. Yeah, and I would say denial is not a river in Africa. JK, JK, JK. I actually got to make amends to the police officers that used to come to our house. I got to do that. They didn't remember who I was, though. It doesn't matter. I quit wasting their time. Hi, Patricia. Good afternoon. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Now, the question is, how deep does that responsibility go? And I can't answer that question. That will be between you and God. That is a question I cannot take care of. I can't handle it. I don't know the answer. For me, I'm willing to go to any length. Not just to say so, I'm willing to go to any length, not to just stay sober, but to help as many people as God wants me to. That's where my willingness comes in now. Not just to be sober. That's a great start. Okay. But I'm willing to do anything that will bring justice for God. And what is justice for God? Helping his people. Helping his people. Right? Denial does not just run amongst alcoholics. This whole fucking country's in denial about a lot of things. Well, what does that mean? It means that our way of living can help anybody, is what it means. We did not, in AA is not something that was invented. It wasn't new. It was just put in a way for us to understand it. Right? I call it the Bible for dummies. Okay? If you're in a different religion, maybe it could be the Quran for dummies. You know, it could be the Book of Mormon for dummies. Okay, fine. Whatever word you need to put in that place. Okay? But that's what's neat about the big book is it's written for me. As an alcoholic, I understand what they're saying in there. Right? Hey, Millie and Vanilla. Girl, you know it's true. Don't make me break out my Millie Vanilli, man. I know my Millie Vanilli. Okay. Man, God, they would be pissed nowadays. Don't make me pull out my Millie Vanilli jokes. Okay, so if you don't know who Millie Vanilli is, they were a huge pop duo. And it turned out that they weren't singing, they were lip syncing. Okay, so they got their awards and stuff taken away. It was actually pretty sad. It was. They were great. They were really good artists. They were. Now with all this lip syncing and like lip syncing battle and stuff going on, people winning awards for it. That's why it becomes kind of a not funny thing, but ironic. So, but it's good to have you. We are here to talk about recovery from alcoholism and or addiction. I myself am an alcoholic, but we're here to help anybody. So, but it's good to have you. Good to have you. Right now, we're talking about the responsibility statement. And the responsibility statement goes as, I am responsible when anyone, anywhere reaches out for help. I want the hand of AA to be there. Okay. Now, like I had said in the beginning, a little bit of history. This was put together in 1965 at the Toronto World Conference, and it is for the professionals. Okay. What are we saying? Well, we weren't really that honest with the professionals. Oh, I just got that. I'm British too. British. Go Brits. British. The only people that got kicked out of every country. Hi. I didn't find out that I was British until like 7 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. But then I understood why I have such a warped sense of humor and jacked up teeth. Hey, we're having fun here. We're having fun here. We like to have fun. If we can't laugh at ourselves and some of our history, then how are we going to proceed? How are we going to move forward, man? How are we going to be able to do that, right? So the first thing is we've never been honest with our doctors when we're drinking. Well, it's time to be honest with your primary care physician. Do you have a primary care physician? No, then you need to get one. And you need to know that, let that primary care physician know that you're a recovered alcoholic. If you're a recovered alcoholic, okay, don't be running around anonymity. No, okay. When it comes to anonymity, it's keeping other people's anonymity, not yours. Okay. It's about keeping, I can't run around. Like when we say Eminem is in the program, we're blowing his anonymity, just so you know. It can't be helped though, right? But we'll try and limit that. We'll try and limit that stuff. Okay? Because I can tell you right now, people like Eminem and Elton John and who's got Tim Allen. Okay, all these people have been sober. Between Tim Allen's been sober like well over 30 years now. Okay, he doesn't say that he's in AA. He doesn't talk about it. No. Okay, he's just another person in the herd. Elton John, just another person in the herd. Eminem, just another person in the herd, man. They're just an alcoholic, just like us. Yeah. But they're not running around saying dangerous shit. You know what they'll say? I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm still learning. That's why people like Rob Lowe are very, very dangerous. Okay. This is the way I see it. You're an entertainer. Entertain us. After that, shut the fuck up. Okay. Okay. I pay you to entertain me, not for your stupid opinion. You're an entertainer. If I want an opinion, I'll go to somebody that I need it for, and I'll pay them. Okay? So just shut up. Please. All of you, between all of you. Jelly Roll. Okay? Don't get me wrong. Jelly Roll has some great music, but he needs to shut the fuck up. He's running around telling people how to live their lives, and the man drinks and uses drugs. Okay? That's like having a life coach who's 16 years old. Let's think on this shit, please. Oh, they're popular, so therefore they must be right. No. No. Most entertainment is made up. It's called a show. Okay? Ice-T. Okay, he wrote a song about killing the police. He's been on SVU for 20 years, man. He doesn't want to kill the police. It's a song. Okay. So, what is our responsibility? Well, our responsibility. I'm gonna talk about how I feel responsible. How I feel responsible on this. You know, being somebody that has been on Skid Row and somebody who's lived in, I've run the gamut, and I want to just be able to give this away. What I want is to be able to help other people that are younger than me avoid the last 12, 15 years of literal hell that I went through. I don't want that for you. I don't want you to make the mistake of gaining 12 years and going back out. I don't want that for you. I don't want you to experience that. You don't need to. It's not a requirement. I understand something. There is no rock bottom. It does not exist. There's just one trap door after another till death. That's all that there is. Or recovery. There's only two options here. Okay, when it comes down to it. Okay. So if I can reach somebody and help them understand their malady, and I as an alcoholic can do that, it's been proven millions of times that one alcoholic working with another is the best way to go, period. Okay. And any therapist, any psychiatrist, any doctor that's being honest with themselves will tell you the same thing. Okay. So we need to check those intentions. Okay. Don't do the next right thing. Be the next right thing. Make sense? Don't do it. Be it. Okay. People that say, oh, and I just do the next right thing are not thinking about what the next right thing is. What you just said is, I'm a lemming and I do not think for myself. I am a robot. What is your next command? No, God gave you a brain. Fucking use it. Use it. If you are past step 10, you get to use your brain again. Accept the fact that you become sane. I know it can be fun to play the insane person. I know it can be a lot of fun, but it's time to grow up. Okay. Now, sometimes I let that person come out when I want to be a little silly. That's about it, though. All right. I'll let that kind of insane person come out. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Don't use it to lie and manipulate. Well, God told me. Well, did you talk to somebody? No. Okay. Cuckoo. I can say that because I'm crazy. I can say cuckoo because I'm cuckoo. I'm not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm not big on Cocoa Puffs. Sure wouldn't mind a bowl now, though. Don't be 65 years old and alive. That you're going to have to fill me in on. So send me a PM on that one. Okay. All right. I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you everybody for being here. Been a lot of twos. I've been seeing 222. It's happened a couple times while I've been here. Actually, it's happened twice. Thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate it. It was good to see you all. Amber, Patricia, Mr. Vanilli was here. Thank you all. I appreciate it. I love you. Peace out and have a day. Bye-bye.